Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and wondered, when did this belly show up? You haven't changed how much you eat, you're not doing anything drastically different, but somehow that waistband feels tighter and your favorite blouse doesn't drape quite the same. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. So many women over 50 feel this quiet frustration, and they often blame themselves. But let me tell you something right now. This is not your fault. As we age, especially after menopause, our bodies start to work a little differently. The same habits that kept you feeling slim and strong in your 30s and 40s don't always work the same way in your 50s and beyond. And that stubborn belly fat? It's not just about calories or willpower, it's about what's really going on inside your body. In this video, we're going to gently uncover the real reasons so many women start gaining weight around the midsection after 50. We'll talk about what's really causing the shift, and more importantly, what you can actually do to feel more comfortable, more energetic, and more confident in your own skin again. Let's start with something that doesn't get talked about enough: hormones. You've probably heard that word thrown around, and yes, it's true. Hormones play a huge role in this. But what does that really mean? Well, after menopause, estrogen levels drop. Estrogen helps regulate where your body stores fat. Before menopause, most women tend to carry extra weight around their hips and thighs. But after that hormonal shift, the fat starts heading north, right to the belly. This isn't just about looks. It's about how your body is wired to protect you. Your body stores fat in the midsection as a kind of backup plan, especially when estrogen is low. It thinks it's helping you, but that change can feel frustrating, especially when you're doing everything right and still not seeing results. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you: muscle loss. After 50, your body naturally starts to lose muscle mass, especially if you're not actively working to keep it. Why does that matter? Because muscle burns more calories than fat. So even if your weight stays the same, if you're losing muscle, your metabolism is slowing down. You're burning fewer calories at rest, which makes it easier for fat to sneak in, especially around the belly. This isn't just about looks, it's about how your body is wired to protect you. Your body stores fat in the midsection as a kind of backup plan, especially when estrogen is low. It thinks it's helping you. But that change can feel frustrating, especially when you're doing everything right and still not seeing results. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: muscle loss. After 50, your body naturally starts to lose muscle mass, especially if you're not actively working to keep it. Why does that matter? Because muscle burns more calories than fat. So even if your weight stays the same, if you're losing muscle, your metabolism is slowing down. You're burning fewer calories at rest, which makes it easier for fat to sneak in, especially around the belly. And no, you don't have to start lifting heavy weights or running marathons to fight back. Simple things like walking more often, doing some gentle strength exercises with light weights or resistance bands, or even some seated workouts at home can make a big difference. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what works for your body now. Another piece of the puzzle is stress. You might be thinking, of course I'm stressed. And that's completely valid. But here's where it connects to your belly fat. Chronic stress leads to higher levels of a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol loves to store fat right in the midsection. You might notice that when life feels hectic or overwhelming, your cravings for sweets or carbs increase. That's not a lack of willpower. It's biology trying to help you feel better fast. So what can you do about it? Sometimes it's as simple as taking 5 minutes a day to breathe deeply, stretch, or listen to calming music. Small things can help calm your nervous system, lower your cortisol, and help your body release the fat it's been holding on to. Now that we've touched on hormones, muscle loss, and stress, 3 big reasons that belly fat becomes more stubborn after 50, let's keep going and explore some deeper lifestyle shifts that can support your body without feeling like a full-time job. Let's take a moment to talk about something that gets overlooked far too often: sleep. You might not connect your sleep habits with belly fat, but believe me, the two are deeply linked. Many women over 50 struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up feeling just as tired as when they went to bed. Sound familiar? When your sleep is off, your hormones go off balance too. Poor sleep increases your hunger hormone, ghrelin, and decreases your fullness hormone, leptin. That means your body craves more food, especially sugary or carb-heavy comfort foods, and it doesn't get the signal to stop eating as clearly. Add that to the slower metabolism and muscle loss we talked about earlier, and you've got a perfect storm for belly weight gain. So how can you improve your sleep in a way that feels gentle and doable? Start by creating a calming evening routine. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Turn off the news or that stressful drama series. Sip a cup of herbal tea. Maybe journal or stretch gently to wind down. These little shifts can help your body recognize it's time to rest. And if you wake up in the night, don't fight it. Breathe deeply. Listen to calming music or try a short guided meditation. Give yourself grace. Good sleep doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to support you better than it has. Now here's another piece that people rarely connect with belly fat, but it's so important: what and how you eat. Not just in terms of calories, but the kind of food and when you eat it. As we age, our insulin sensitivity decreases, meaning our bodies don't process sugars and starches as efficiently as they once did. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy carbs, it just means being more mindful of how they affect your energy and fat storage. Try focusing on foods that give your body nourishment and keep you full without spiking your blood sugar. That means adding more fiber. Think leafy greens, berries, beans, and whole grains. It also means getting enough protein with each meal. That could be a small piece of chicken, a boiled egg, some Greek yogurt, or even plant-based sources like tofu or lentils. Protein helps preserve muscle, supports metabolism, and keeps you feeling satisfied longer. Another helpful shift is paying attention to when you eat. You don't need to follow any extreme diets or starve yourself, but giving your body time to digest between meals or allowing a longer fasting window overnight can help your metabolism reset. Something as simple as finishing dinner by 7 p.m. and avoiding snacks before bed can support your body's natural rhythm.
And finally, let's talk about movement. Not intense exercise, just daily activity. A lot of women think, I don't have the energy for workouts anymore, and that's completely valid. But movement doesn't have to be draining. A gentle walk around the block, light stretching in the living room, dancing to your favorite song while making breakfast. Every little bit counts, and it's more about consistency than intensity. Moving your body every day helps with digestion, balances your mood, lowers stress, and yes, it helps manage belly fat by keeping your metabolism active and muscles engaged. You don't have to do everything all at once. Just pick something that feels good, something you enjoy, and let that be enough for today. When you begin to look at your belly fat as a signal from your body, not a failure, you start to approach things with more kindness. Your body is doing its best to support you through all these changes. It's time we give it a little support right back. Now that we've talked about the deeper causes, hormones, muscle loss, stress, sleep, and the way we eat, there's one more layer to all of this that's easy to miss but incredibly powerful: your mindset. You see, when you've spent years, even decades, trying to fix your body or wishing you looked a certain way, it's easy to feel discouraged. You might look at your reflection and see changes that you didn't ask for and don't particularly like. And it's okay to feel that way. But the truth is, how we think about our bodies and how we speak to ourselves has just as much of an impact on our health as anything else. If you've been telling yourself things like, "It's too late for me," or
this is just part of getting old, I want you to stop and breathe for a second. Because it's not too late. You are not broken, and this isn't the end of your story. You're just in a new chapter. And this chapter can be one where you feel stronger, calmer, more energized, and more connected to yourself than ever before. Belly fat doesn't define your worth. It doesn't mean you failed. It means your body is adjusting, adapting, and sometimes asking you to pay a little more attention. And when you start responding with care instead of criticism, the results go beyond the scale or the mirror. You start feeling better from the inside out. You might be surprised how much shifts just by letting go of the pressure to be perfect. Instead of punishing yourself for what's changed, try celebrating what you can do. You can nourish your body. You can choose to move gently. You can rest without guilt. And you can begin to trust that your body knows how to heal when it's given the right support.
This doesn't mean overhauling your life overnight. It means starting small and staying consistent. Maybe that's adding an extra glass of water each day, or taking a short walk after dinner. Maybe it's finally getting that checkup you've been putting off, or letting yourself take a real break without feeling like you need to earn it. Little by little, those choices start to add up. Your energy improves, your digestion feels smoother, your clothes fit more comfortably. But more than that, your confidence comes back. You start to feel like you again, and maybe even discover a version of yourself that's more grounded and joyful than ever before. So, if you've been frustrated with belly fat, I hope this gave you a different perspective, a gentler one, because your body isn't the enemy. It's your partner. And when you work with it instead of against it, incredible things can happen. If any part of this spoke to you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments. Have you noticed changes in your body after 50? What's helped you feel better in your skin? You're not alone in this, and your story might inspire someone else who really needs to hear it today. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We share real, practical advice for women who want to feel better, not younger, but better, at every stage of life. You've earned the right to feel good in your body. You deserve to wake up feeling strong, clear, and confident. So here's to embracing who you are now, loving yourself through the changes, and living your best life at any age. You've got this, and I'm so glad you're here.